Hello and welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2015 Be a Pro Cyclist mode. As you can see, or maybe you can see it or at least understand what you're seeing, we have just leveled up. So the general breakdown shows you the increase of your different stats. So we got at least one in everything. Excuse me for a second. We got at least one in everything except the fighter stat. But most importantly, we got plus good improvements in the stats that we're trying to improve. And we also always get some improvements in our base stat for our fight or for our character type. In our case, this is flat. Mostly fighters, maybe RNG based, since I didn't get one there. But I don't care, I got 3 mountain when I'm not even training that really. I'm training hill mostly. Anyways, we're going to accept this because there's not much else to do, and we're going to continue on. Experience are gained 2 ways. Achieving certain goals in races, like we saw in the previous episode, and you gain 10 experience every week. So yeah. This one is also Spanish race in San Sebastian. I am the leader for this race. He doesn't want me to attack. He only wants me to counterattack. Yeah, that's not going to happen, boss. Right, 3 race. I'm going to be a lot quicker this one. Not 30 unedited minutes. So we're going to see that there are some really strong riders in there, like Alessandro Petacchi, one really famous guy. One of the few riders that's won a stage win in all 3 Grand Tours. As all the names are really recognized. But then again, I'm not really paying that much attention. There we go, some good names. Yeah, unless it's a breakaway win, I'm not going to win at all. Basically, is what that screen said.
Hello to one and all. Today's terrain is fairly level, so it's ideal ground for those who are good on the flat.
We're just going to go straight to speed 8, or speed 4 at least, and go up ahead. Try to get up ahead and attack. Screw you, boss. I don't like you. 55 effort. Hopefully they'll let me go. Okay, somebody came up, so we're going to take the relay thing again instead. You can check him out. He is a helper. That's good for me. And they didn't let me go. Okay. Well, let's put the effort at 50%.
It's a good moment to show the team colors.
And let's put it at speed 8. Let's see what's going on. Apparently I have to wait until the end to attack. I'm falling a bit behind because my effort is not high enough to maintain that position in the pack. But once they stop relaying hard to get them back, I will just slowly glide up to the position which I wanted to maintain. And this is a long, steep hill. There's a lot of wind today. Hopefully it's not... The only thing you can't tell without turning it on is the wind direction. You have to turn on the windsock, which basically hovers over you like the names, which I think I can turn off like that. And I think I can... Let's slow it down. I could turn it off like that, but I like having it on just to see where everything is. You also have a circle which says which rider you have currently selected, but it's not really that easy to see when you are running around in 8 times the speed. Right, so this game is obviously not to scale. It won't take you like 6 hours to complete one stage, even if you're playing at speed 1. The only way it would take that long if you should play the majority of it fast. But you will, in these videos, you mostly see me playing at speed 2, 4, and when we're just waiting for opportunities, 8. You have to stay ahead in the front. And as you can see, it's rather quick. At least if you go to speed 8. And if you're just controlling one rider, speed 8 is usually fine. The sound effects are messed up, but that's because you are going 8 times the speed. Apparently there's a big breakaway. And there's little time for me, so I'm going to attack now. This is what my rider role is. And I'm out of stamina. And since it's in the...
This win is well deserved. He displayed a tremendous tenacity.
And since it was just by the finish line, I couldn't skip ahead. That's okay. I can do that now. I didn't win. I didn't expect to.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
Here we have the winner. I'm just going to skip that. Straight to the results. It didn't take even 10 minutes. I have a timer on so that I don't drag on too long usually. So yeah. I was 2 minutes behind to 90th place. Not too bad. I tried. So we're going to skip ahead to the next race. Hopefully I'll get a free roll, not a lead roll. Right, who's the favorites? Not me, good. And I have a helper roll. Well, that's not good, but hey. I'm going to disobey that because I want to experience from being in a break for a long time. And we have the favorites. I'm really glad I got a new computer a couple of months back. That means this won't take like 100 hours, which it felt like in the previous versions, and I have max graphics, I think. Close to at least. Let's see, who are the favorites? We already took a look at that, it wasn't me. Is there any names I really... Duque I recognize, it's the guy that won the last race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! The route is fairly hilly, so there should be plenty of action. The conditions are dreadful. The rider who wins today will have to be made of stern stuff.
Yeah, another racing day. Wind and rain. So I'm going to try to attack as soon as I can. There we go. Is anyone following me? One guy decided to follow.
Front.
Let's skip the effort to 50.
There's more than a minute on the clock. The brake seems to be working.
Away.
The back really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway. Things have slowed right down.
He got away, that's good. So I'm going to pull my effort at 50% of max. If you drop it to below 10, you usually just stop racing and drop out. Right, so we can talk about a little bit about things on screen. Let's put it down to speed 2. As I mentioned, attack button, which is sprint, you have the hold position, effort, relay, infinite relay, water and energy. Let's talk about this one. This one is yours. Could think of it as a health bar. You will ride at minimum effort if this drops to green. You have no chance of recovering this back without resting. It's basically your... If you stop here, you'll basically dead in terms of racing. This yellow one is your stamina basically, which means you can recover during races, but it'll be slowly. If you lose all that, it'll recover even slower, and you can't ride at maximum. And by the way, I've never seen that screen drop, so I don't know exactly
the pack
what.
seems to have woken up, and now they're gaining ground. The peloton has slowed right down. The teammates of those in the breakaway are not going to make an effort. It's up to the other teams to get their fingers out.
I don't know what will happen when the green runs out, because I've never seen the green runs out, but I assume it's not a really good thing. And I don't know what the red bar is called, but I just call it the attack bar, because usually it only relates to when you attack. It goes out, you use it up quickly, but you also regain it quickly. And it mainly goes down when you attack, as I said. And it can, as far as I know, it can't be higher than your stamina. But that's an impression and might not be correct. You have the length of the race, or how long until goal, the finish line.
You have the pack. Apparently, the leader is on the ground.
You have...
a rider has taken a tumble.
Shut up, I'm trying to talk.
Fortunately, nobody went down with him.
You have the length until the next mountain sprint here. You also have it over here.
He's just pulled up on the verge.
But that shows it for the current selected rider, which in this mode is the same usually, because you usually always only select your own rider. And then you have the intermediate sprint, which is for the points jersey.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Then you have a race profile. It's not easy to see, but if you click the plus button, it will be a little bit easier to see. You can see a black line here. That's your current selected rider, and since he's in front, it's also in the front race. I think it's your current selected rider. It also might just be the selected rider's group.
The pack has taken its foot off the gas. The team leaders can't be too worried about the breakaway.
Here we have the time differentiation. It updates in real time. As you can see, we're currently gaining, and now we're dropping again. I think it's me who's not pulling my weight around here. Yeah, no, we're increasing again, seems. Oh, it's stabilizing a bit.
Not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
I'm guessing
that the race done. There should be a lot more movement from now on in.
I'm guessing the peloton is keeping control and breakaway. They tend to do that. Try to, at least. Right, on this side we have different controls. I have no idea what these things does. Oh, cycles through camera modes. Which one is it that I like? Hashtag no filter. Size of the UI, huh? Well, that would have been interesting when I was explaining all these things. Oh well. How do you turn that away? Okay, it just went away. Good. Turn off the motion blur, actually. That's okay for screen settings. Oops, misclicked. Hopefully that doesn't show me my browser instead now. Then you have cameras. Change to chopper. Bikes. Motorbikes.
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
You have the finish line. Because hold in the Alt button and use your mouse to change. I have no idea what it is to reset it, because I liked the one I had. You can stop it in place if you want.
We've got just 1/3 of the race left to run. Now's not the time to give up watching.
There we go, that's the reset. I'm going to get some water, and then we have the speed button. You can pause it, increase and blah blah blah. You can also do that plus and minus. And you have the music. Turn it off. Turn it up. Down. You can also pause it. So that's good.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
Okay.
Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Let's just go to speed 8. I'm going to relay harder. We dropped one guy. And since we are at speed 8,
The pack's deficit is being cut back.
yeah. It seems like I am pulling harder than everyone else. I'm going to put effort value on. Maybe I'll drop somebody. Dropped one guy.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up.
Okay, so someone passed us. I'm going to use these. Try to stay in this group.
I can see a rider on the tarmac. Thank goodness he looks fit to get back in the race. 10 kilometers to the finish line.
There's just 3 guys ahead. They're probably not going to catch them. I'm not going to help.
Things are
because
hotting
I'm
up at the front.
saving myself as long as I can.
There's a faller in the pack. A rider is flat on the
We
road.
caught them.
5 kilometers
Nobody's
remaining.
pulling the race pack. And I'm just here going out of energy. So no, somebody's attacking. I can't follow because I have no
And
energy.
he moves on to the attack. It could be decisive.
So I'm going to finish in the pack, but I'm not going to get a good result of this. I'll finish with a stage winner, I should say. I could start a sprint, but as you
And
can
there
see, I
goes the
cannot
mad burst
sprint
for the
at
final
all.
sprint.
So I'm going to lose contact with this
Fabulous.
group.
He got the better of his breakaway companions
But,
to win
hey.
this race.
I managed to finish technically with it, but hey, technically it does not make you win anything. I was the best for my team again, but that's okay. And I was in the breakaway, which should yield me experience because I was in the breakaway
And
for
here
a long,
are
long
the
time.
key moments of the race.
I should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. Something like that. 13th. In the end, only one guy managed to keep close enough to not get a time gap with the winner. It was 74 hill stat. I have 66. That's a big difference. Right, so here are our experiences again. And I was in breakaway for more than 100 kilometers, which gave me a total of 45 experience. Page 7 on screen, I didn't have to do the math. And our next race is in 7 weeks. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when the next race is starting. Goodbye. Apparently I can't stop the recording while the game is going ahead, so again, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.